Edward Snowden. What's happening in the Antarctica? Lots of new news coming in right here at Third Phase Moon, but I want to go over what's going on with Snowden via new information. The president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, has given asylum to Edward Snowden. It's been extended until 2020. Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova has confirmed that Vladimir Putin has allowed Edward Snowden, the whistleblower, asylum. Some people were saying recently that the CIA, the director, Michael Morell, he was asked for an opinion on this, and he suggested that the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, should consider returning Snowden to the United States as a perfect inauguration gift to the president, Donald Trump. Well, this is interesting because Donald Trump says that he would not be so kind to Edward Snowden, but he really wants to be friends with Vladimir Putin. Is there going to be some kind of exchange coming up? Well, it's not going to happen, it sounds like, for another 3 years at least. I wonder why Vladimir Putin really wants to keep Snowden under his cloak. I would imagine it's because of information. Information is basically gold right now. Brent, you have any opinions before we get to the Antarctica? We got a major discovery coming up, but this Snowden breaking news is interesting. Brent?
Blake, what I'm thinking is that Vladimir Putin has an ace in his pocket with Edward Snowden. Russia has held him basically as his maybe informant since 2013. Now this is going to go to 2020. That's 7 years of information that Vladimir's getting personally. This is intense.
Snowden has been saying recently about alien civilizations trying to contact the human race, but we just can't decipher their cryptic messages. It seemed like things just escalated shortly after this interview he had with Neil deGrasse Tyson. We reported this right here at Third Phase Moon, and within a month or so, now he's been granted another 3 years in Russia. Wow, I wonder what's going to happen when that deadline of 2020 ends. Is he going to be extended again, more immunity by the president of Russia at the time? Is it going to be still Vladimir Putin? It's hard to tell. Now let's get to this incredible discovery coming in from Hypnotech. He reached out to us on our Third Phase Moon radio show and wanted to share with you, the world, his discovery of something very unusual in the Antarctic. All right, here we go. And this is what I love about Google Earth and people with their incredible discoveries. And they have been keeping an eye on Antarctica as of recently. And there is this extinct volcano known as Mount Takahi. But what's really interesting is we shared a video about 2 months ago of this exact same area. We're going to get to this in just a bit, but what's been recently discovered is, in my opinion, something very unusual. All right, here we go. Let's zoom in. Take a look at this recent discovery by Hypnotech of what looks to be some kind of unusual display. Let's turn things around. Let's get a better look at this right here. Look at this. Some kind of a hidden base underneath the glacial ice of the Antarctic. If we get a really close look over here, and we're going to do some digital enhancements, maybe add some brightness, contrast, but if you look closely here, it almost looks like there's a pad right here, some kind of platform below. This definitely doesn't look natural in my opinion. I want to get your opinions, people, of what we're looking at, but look at this thing. It kind of stands out like a sore thumb.
Blake, theorists say that if you look closely to the bottom of this massive platform, that it looks like maybe it's harboring a flying saucer. I see something going on down there. I see a little bit of shine. We're looking at these steps and a platform, and this thing's huge, people. We're looking at something that's That's massive. If it is a base, this is a great capture by Hypnotech.
What I think drew Hypnotech to this weird, hidden, possible ancient alien base is this sighting that was recently shared to us at Third Phase Moon of some people are calling an unusual, possible life form of some kind. Look at this thing. Some people say it looks like a massive creature kind of trying to reveal itself on Google Earth. Hey, look at me, look at me, look at this thing. Does it look unusual to you, or is this just some kind of anomaly on Google Earth, Brent?
Blake, I'm looking at most craters. They obviously don't leave such a huge impression that mounds on top of itself. This is definitely unusual. And I think this whole area around this volcano, this extinct volcano, has something to offer as...
Well, look at this, Brent. This is what I really like about this anomaly that we shared right here at Third Phase Moon. Look at this. It stands out all by itself. There is nothing that compares to this anomaly of what looks very strange indeed. And to get this coming in from Hypnotech, not just far away, the hidden base is very interesting. That's what Discovery is all about. Just people having an eye on things. Look at this thing. It's really stands out. The stairwells, the platform, the 90-degree angle right here. This is very straight. The geometric shape is not natural in my opinion. This is something designed. I want to get your opinions, people, what we're looking at. Brent,
And we're starting right now. Third Phase of Moon. We got Blake and Brent on the line right now. We're going to go over incredible footage. We got 3 unique sightings. Starting out with this one, everybody take a look at this. We're giving it a little fast forward motion to see its dynamic on what's happening right here. Hey Blake, you with us? Let's get started on this.
trying to upload this. I want to get it out as fast as possible, but right now we're going frame by frame on this footage shot from the ISS. This is really never been seen before. We're gonna share the original link below, but now take a look at this. This is real-time footage, and now we're going frame by frame again. Some people are saying this could be the Black Knight. Shot from the ISS. Brent, we got more ISS footage coming up, but what do you make of this? It almost looks like a rocket booster.
Blake, I think what we're looking at is really the secret space program going on right now above our skies. And I think this is NASA's proof that they're trying to hide. And they can't hide nothing from us right now. We're getting a good look at everything right now. And there's dimension to this craft. There's technology. You see something. This is not a flake of ice. We know that for certain. We're looking at something that is given a power, some sort of power. It's thrusting forward and it shoots down straight to Earth. We're looking at it right now. This is a TR-3B, people.
Yeah, there's some kind of plasma burst that comes off at the end of this craft. It's almost, it's bluish in color, but then it flashes back from red to blue. It definitely looks conventional in a way of rockets or some. Look at this. There's the kind of bluish green light. Is it maybe an ion beam technology that they're not sharing with us right now? Because when this thing moves, it's moving a lot faster than we would see, the SpaceX departing from the ISS. It just kind of like drifts off into space. But what we're looking at here, in my opinion, in real time, and we're slowing things down frame by frame, but this thing departs the ISS way too quickly, and it almost looks like there's some kind of a ion explosion on the end of this TR-3B triangular shaped craft.
Like, I see intelligent flight maneuvers happening right here. It's taking a bank from the top of the ISS and it shoots straight down. It takes a left at the end. There's some sort of propulsion happening here, and it's incredible.
Yeah, let's pull this up, Brent. Coming in from the UK by Conrad. Conrad shot this while outside. He was basically told in his head to say, look up, take a picture, and he was taking a picture with his infrared camera. And usually, I really don't like sun flare videos or anything like that, because there's a lot of sun flare anomalies up there, and it's not UFO. But in this case, what Conrad shot is peculiar. Brent, I want to get your opinions on what Conrad shot. Is this a simple sun flare refraction off the lens?
It's hard, Blake. We're looking at it, and what I liked about it is we have a chemtrail in front of this anomaly. It looks like planet Nibiru. It almost looks like the moon up there, but we know it's not. And we see this particular object right to the top of it, and it resembles lens flares. I would basically skip any of this stuff, and we wouldn't allow this kind of footage on Third Phase Moon. But like you said, it's peculiar on the way that chemtrail is in front of it.
Yeah, look at this. You see the chemtrail behind the branch itself and in front of the lens refraction. If this is a lens refraction of light, it would be impossible for this trail of chemtrail or whatever to be in front of the anomaly. It doesn't work like that with lenses. So yeah, we see a lot of lens flare videos that's come in over the years. It's been debunked over and over, but we're looking at this photograph, these two photographs, and there's something unusual about it. So I want to get your opinions below. What do you think? Is this a lens flare or something else? Now let's get to this. This is quite cool. UFO Proof. Yeah, that's right. UFO Proof has really done a lot of work enhancing strange anomalies coming off the ISS recently. Take a look at this. All right, this is what I like. Live streaming UFO activity, and then UFO Proof is getting a close-up of this donut-shaped anomaly banking up, leaving the feed of the ISS camera, and then revealing itself in clear HD video. Let's just say this is HD coming from the ISS, but they sure know how to dumb down the quality. Why did they do this? All right, so there's a lot of activity going on in this video. Look at this. Brent, what?
Blake, we know NASA's trying to hide something. There it is. There it goes, right up to the right. It seems like NASA's tries to shoot these space programs with a potato. It's ridiculous. We're looking at like 360 quality. We've seen evidence of GoPros up in space, and it has a full 2K 1080 quality, and it would look fantastic.
It looked like a rod.
It just looked like a rod, and we see another great anomaly. What is this? They're definitely not ice crystals. We know that. And again, NASA cuts a feed numerous times during this event.
Yeah, over and over again, when there's some kind of a hot UFO activity coming on the live feed, they do it periodically. Now, it's not a 24/7 live feed. Now, they are just doing it when they want to do it. And then when they want to do it, they're continuously pressing that button saying, cut the feet, cut the feet. Let's see, what else are we seeing here in this video? There's so much activity.
Kyle at UFO Proof really has a lot to share, and he's got a good eye. He knows what he's looking at, and he's got an opinion, and that's what it's all about.
It's quite incredible. The Black Knight, this anomaly over the UK, is it a lens flare or is it something extraterrestrial? We'll see again next time. We got new information coming in from Egypt. Apparently, a new pyramid was found recently that's said to be over 3,700 years old and dating back to the 13th dynasty. The head of the Egyptian antiquity, Mohammed Afifi, revealed that the pyramid was discovered 40 miles south of Cairo. All that remains is the inner structure of the pyramid, including a corridor and other remains, including blocks showing the interior design of the pyramid and the remnants of a causeway. Now, there have been countless theories on how the pyramids were constructed, from slave labor to floating blocks using sound and even water, and the speculation that extraterrestrials may have had a hand in helping out the humans construct these monumental creations. But a new theory has emerged. One that can't account for every mystery that comes with the pyramid and how it was constructed. A theory so simple that archaeologists simply overlooked it. The theory states, in its most basic form, that the pyramids are not full pyramids but are in fact built over the top of pre-existing earth mounds. So what makes this theory better than any other? Well, it's the ability to answer these questions that we've had about the pyramid. Like, first off, when you enter inside the pyramid through the tunnel of Al-Mahmud, created in the year 1819 AD, you'll notice something that very few people pay attention to, and the fact that even Eric von Däniken made a note of this but was unable to put two and two together. Now, if you look at this pyramid closely from within, it looks like you're climbing straight into a direct rock attached to the earth. It's not cut into square blocks or any other shape. As a matter of fact, it appears to be pure earth. Now, if one was to take a look around Egypt, if you're by the Giza Plateau, you would think that there's not many mountains around, but that wouldn't be true. The Black Desert has many mountains. But an interesting fact that there are already middle-shaped, pre-existing pyramids that they've covered in the durable black stone. And this black stone is the same stone that is found around the perimeter base of the Great Pyramid. Now, we can also reference other pyramids like Abu Rawash. you can see inside of the pyramid, and if you look at the walls, you notice that they're not blocks stacked together. They're nothing but living earth, nothing but carved earth. And this incredible structure from ancient times is almost always overlooked by tourists and archaeology alike. It sits alone by itself, begging for us to discover its secrets. Now, let's consider this. If you had an already existing mound and you could cut out the inside of it into blocks, then reposition the same blocks to help case the outside of the pyramid, it would save you time, man, hours, and our pyramid would almost already be completed. So this is where it gets kind of crazy. So when you give a time frame of the Great Pyramid being built within 20 years, well, this one theory that actually is able to answer the question, because most of the pyramids would have already been built by Earth itself, and were simply, in its case, 20 years, definitely plausible in the theory. And there's speculation that these pyramids were built from top down, which doesn't make any sense, but it does appear already being built on a pre-existing earth mound. Just take a look at some of these other pyramids found in Egypt. If you're wondering about the correlation with Rhine's Belt, well, the problem with that is that the same correlation can be found numerous of times. The Black Desert, where middle-shaped mountains exist. Well, consider how much easier it would be if we didn't have to lift the blocks up the pyramid, creating a big ramp or levelers, pulleys, or any of that stuff, because the blocks are already on top. You simply cut them out of the middle and repurpose them on the outside. And then there's an argument that the Great Pyramid is in the exact center of Earth, the landmass. Well, unfortunately, this common misconception has been calculated, and the exact center of Earth's landmass is not the Great Pyramid. Unfortunately, in fact, it's about 1,000 miles away. The exact center of Earth, the landmass, which today lies directly in the country of Turkey. Well, let me know, do you think, did the ancient Egyptians build their incredible monuments on top of pre-existing mounds? Does this new theory change the history books? The ancient pyramids in Egypt have been standing for an estimated 4,500 years, which makes them relics of a time long past, with little to no information directly passed down from that culture available today. Part of the reason for our ignorance of what made the Egyptian people so great is that the Library of Alexandria, not only the largest repository of scrolls and books available in Egypt at the time, but what was estimated to be the largest collection of written information in one place in history. Furthermore, no one really knows who burned down the Great Library. There only exist various theories and guesses. The most common suspect in modern teachings of history is that it was Julius Caesar himself who had started the fires, but other scholars place the blame on other figures in history, such as Edward Gibbons, a bishop to Gregory, with all the accusers themselves having problems with the accused, either personally or as a matter of religion, which makes the accusations questionable at best. Unfortunately, there is little to no chance that in the modern age we'll be able to fully unearth the details about the burning and overall loss of the Library of Alexandria. It is because of all the loss of literature that the modern day scientists have no idea why thermal scans are showing of what appears to be a heat image from deep inside the ancient limestone structure of the Egyptian pyramids. As you can see in this image, there are red heat signatures coming from somewhere inside of the pyramid in the form of heating various bricks in the rows. Unfortunately, it isn't easy to gain access to inside any of these pyramids, even if it was for the pursuit of knowledge. It isn't just one pyramid either. Various pyramids are showing these strange heat signatures, including the largest known pyramid in Giza. Well, to rule out one simple solution, such as the sun heating the stones naturally in the middle of the day, or stones cooling down quicker than others during the night, Thermal images scans were taken of various stones of the pyramid at 4 different times of the day. Now, researchers are operating under the assumption that the thermal images are showing what is some kind of passageway leading to a large room that is heating up. Furthermore, other heat signature anomalies are detected in the upper half of the pyramid that the experts say need to be investigated further. Well, because this is still an ongoing investigation, there are no official word on what was causing this mysterious heat, and because entering the sacred pyramids is still a hot political topic in Egypt, it may be a long time until anybody is able to personally investigate, and it'll likely be a long time until someone does. Not to mention, there is a very likely chance of activating traps and hazards still waiting to take lives inside those ancient burial grounds set by the original creators to keep looters out. Now, take a look at this. There have been booby traps in pyramids. Listen to this. Ancient Egyptian engineers would cover up the tomb floors with hematite powder, a sharp metallic dust designed to cause a slow and painful death to those who inhaled enough of it. And that stuff was quite the shelf life. When Dr. Zahi Hawass, the Egyptian real-life Indiana Jones, entered the Barahia Oasis tomb in 2001, his team found the sarcophagus booby-trapped with 8 inches of this stuff, forcing them to abandon their expedition until they could come back with hazmat suits and respirators. While it's fair to say there are probably no real mummy curses, although we don't know, it is legend that has been one of the most effective anti-Tomb Raider devices ever designed. And that legend got a huge boost when many members of the Howard Carter's 1923 King Tut expedition subsequently died from unusual causes. Another deterrent are labyrinths. With false rooms, secret doors, and miles of mazes, a prospective Tomb Raider was likely to get lost forever. Now get this, the Chinese did not mess around. While exploring Emperor Qin Shi Huang's tomb, they discovered numerous pressure plate crossbow traps carefully coated with a preservative called chromate, probably still working 2,000 years later. This is straight out of Indiana Jones. Ufologists around the world are claiming that pyramids throughout the planet are all showing anomalies of heat signatures. They believe that this could be a sign of upcoming events. Are these heat signatures trying to tell us, warn us about an upcoming event? Well, with the ongoing plan to discover new tombs and hidden burial chambers, the project uses thermal imaging technology on the pyramid, which found mysterious heat spots on the monuments. At the lower level of the Cheops Great Pyramid, they found an area of neighboring blocks that had a heat temperature gap far greater than would normally be expected for adjacent stones made with different qualities of limestone. With the ongoing plan to discover new tombs and hidden burial chambers, the project used thermal imaging technology on the pyramid, which found mysterious heat spots on the monuments. At the lower level of the Cheops Great Pyramid, they found an area of neighboring blocks that had a temperature gap far greater than would normally be expected from adjacent stones made with different qualities of limestone. Since air gaps don't hold heat as well as rock or sand, a difference in temperature could reveal information about the pyramid structure hidden beneath the surface. However, the team still aren't certain exactly what it is or why. I want to get your opinions from around the world, people. Leave your comments below. What is happening in Egypt and all around the world in regards to these pyramids showcasing anomalous heat signatures? Why now? What is the cause? Is this some kind of sign? Again, I want to hear your comments below because I got a feeling you've got some opinions. And if you've got something that you want to share, something exciting, did you capture a UFO on video? Reach out to us at Third Phase of Moon. My email is in the contact info below in the description. And don't forget, we're going to be holding our Friday night radio show. That's right, Friday night radio show and Monday. We do it live. We take your calls from around the world in regards to the UFO phenomenon happening right now. The number to call in is 347-934-0378. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies.